Yo, this looks really, really good. I have used Essence in the past, like a full face. I've never done. All these products, I'm pretty sure, are new to me. So I'm really, really excited to give these a try. First things first, I'm going to be trying their Jelly Grip Hydrating Primer. Now, if you take a look at this, you know exactly what this is trying to be. I'm pretty sure this is trying to be like the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which is a dupe for the Milk Hydrating Primer. I'm really interested to see how this holds up. Okay, that consistency so far, it feels, honestly, it doesn't feel as sticky as the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I haven't used the Milk Primer personally, but I have used the e.l.f. one, and it's kind of sticky, which I guess helps it do what it needs to do. This one kind of feels more, I don't know if you've ever felt like aloe vera gel. That's what this kind of feels like to me. Is there aloe in here? It says that there's fragrance, so I don't know. Low-key, my face is kind of burning. I don't know why, but I'm gonna keep going for the video. I'm gonna give it time, because you know how some products just have like, you know, that initial zing, but then after that you're fine. I'm hoping that that's what this gives. But the primer itself, like consistency wise, it's like very, very light on the skin. There's like a slight grip, but it's not like sticky. Next, I'm going to be using their eyebrow designer, which is basically just a brow pencil. I'm going to be using the shade number 2 brown. I'm just gonna gel my eyebrows really quick with the normal brow gel I use, and then I'm going to be going in with their pencil. That actually gives a pretty decent, wow. That's a decent amount of pigment. I feel like I'm used to like brow products needing you to press down a little bit more in order for it to come through. If it's like a gel pot, usually those brow products normally like show up pretty easily, but like for a brow pencil, especially one that's brown, I feel like this is like a pretty good amount of pigment, like, and I'm just being very like light-handed. This is pretty good. Now I'm gonna go in and conceal with their hydrating longwear concealer. I actually bought 2. I bought one in the shade number 130, and then I also bought one in the shade number 240. This one's kind of closer to my skin tone. I'm just gonna go in with number 240 to kind of clean up my brows. First impressions, it doesn't really have a strong scent, which is good. However, this applicator, I don't like it. It feels like, and I didn't even apply it yet to my face, it just looks like flimsy to me. I hate these like flat tip applicators. Let's see how it applies. Okay, kind of watery. The consistency is very watery. I'm not even gonna put too much because I don't want it to get all over the place, but that consistency is very watery. I like my concealers to be on the thicker side, just to really, you know, like have some power, you know, have a little punch to it. But this is very, very watery. But if you're someone who likes a lightweight concealer products, I feel like this would be for you. That coverage so far is pretty light to me, which I guess is fine when you're doing your brows. I'm concerned how it's going to show up when I do the rest of my base. We shall see. I don't think I bought a color corrector. I'm definitely going to be color correcting today. Just because my dark circles have been kind of crazy lately, but also I feel like this product is definitely going to need a little bit of help with some color corrector. While this kind of like settles down, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started on my eyes. I did not buy a eyeshadow palette from Essence because when I went to the store, it seemed like, I felt kind of bad, like all their eyeshadow palettes are kind of like broken and messed up. So I was like, I'm not putting that on my face. So I won't be doing that today, but I'm gonna try to do a little mini look. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some concealer. I'm gonna use the shade 130 this time as a kind of base for my eyeshadow. Yeah, that barely made a difference. This concealer is very lightweight. This is a concealer that you use like if you're having one of those days where you just want to look like you did not put anything on and you really didn't put anything on. That's what this concealer is for. But if you like lightweight stuff, if you have sensory issues maybe to where you don't like the feeling of heavy makeup on your face, this would be a good concealer for that. But if you do need a little more coverage, you are going to have to like build up some of that product. I like how the concealer gives off a glowy finish. They do seem like they're buildable. Okay, now I'm going to set my eyes with their All About Soft Glow Fixing Compact Powder. It gives a soft glow finish for all skin tones, and it is waterproof. I look crazy. Just taking a fluffy brush and I'm just gonna kind of dust some of that excess away. I have faith that this is going to come together. Now I'm just gonna go in with my foundation stick. I'm using the shade 260. Low-key smells like cleaning products. But anyway. Oh, okay, it kind of has like a soft kind of feel to it. It feels a little bit oily against my skin right now. One thing that's not a skippable step for me when I'm doing my makeup is I like to go in between each step with some setting spray, especially when I'm starting to apply my foundation. I'm going to be trying the Essence Fix and Last 18-hour long-lasting makeup fixing spray. That gives pretty good coverage. Okay. I really like the coverage on that. That's really nice. Before I go ahead and do my under eye concealer, I do want to go ahead and do my eyeliner, my winged eyeliner. I'm using their eyeliner pen. It's 24-hour long lasting. Ooh, I like that pen. Okay, I'm just gonna go underneath my eyes with shade number 240. Put that in this area here, little here, and here as well. For contour, I'm using their contouring duo stick. I don't plan on using this shade. I'm going to be using this shade right here to contour. It's just a contour stick. I'm not necessarily all that impressed or disappointed. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's just a contour stick. It's fine. I will say you probably don't need a lot of products to get a good payoff with it, which is good. Because I really didn't, you saw, I didn't really apply that much, but I feel like it still gave me like that definition that I want, which is good. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend out my concealer. I don't think this is necessarily all that dry yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start. Dry my under eye concealer a little bit more. I was kind of nervous as to how this concealer was gonna work out like on my actual like under eye and on the rest of my face, but I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it now that it's like dried down and I'm putting it on top of foundation. I kind of like it. That is a beautiful finish. Wow. Okay. I want to go ahead and put a little bit more concealer just to clean up underneath my eyeliner. Now I'm just going to use their Baby Got blush stick. How do I use this? How do I use this? Okay, to twist up. I don't want to put this. Oh, this smells like, I don't know. This smells like my childhood. This smells like a oh my god, the ring pop. It smells like a ring pop. Take my brush here kind of do that. Do a little of that. It's going to be basically setting everywhere that I applied contour first with this shade right here from their bronzer palette. I'm not getting a huge color payoff with this bronzer palette on my nose specifically. I don't know why. This might be one of those products that you really do actually need to like use both a liquid contour and a powder in order to see it, because I use liquid here and I feel like I'm seeing that definition kind of come through, but like here on my nose I usually just only use powder on my nose and for some reason it's not showing up. Anywho, just going to go in with their Flawless Skin Trio. I think I'm going to be using the pink powder today. Actually, I do think I want to try setting underneath my eye first with their Fixing Compacts powder, just to see what it looks like. And then I'll just add the pink powder for color. I do see the slight glow that they're referring to, although I do look like fucking Casper right now. Okay, just gonna film this really quickly because my phone died just as I was wrapping up my video. I didn't get to show y'all my thoughts on the mascara or me doing my lip combo, which isn't really much of a lip combo. I just applied their Hydra Kiss Lip Tint Lip Stain and their Extreme Shine Volume Lip Gloss. The lip stain doesn't really come with any instructions on how to use it. However, I will say for like the 1 minute that I put it on, I think it's pretty cute. I think it did a good job. This pink gloss is just a gloss. It's super cute. Nothing really too special about it, but it is cute. It's called Summer Punch. I really like the name. That's really cute to me. It's not too sticky. It's a little sticky, but it's not too sticky, so it's fine. And the mascara is super cute. I don't necessarily think it's a must-have. However, like this kind of like doll-like effect it gave with my lower lash line here, like when I was building it up and everything, it was mad cute. I really like this. Flawless Skin Trio, for me, the color didn't really show up. I used the pink one. The color didn't really show up under my eyes. I don't know, maybe I'll try this again and only use the pink one underneath my eyes because I did go in with the Soft Glow Fixing Compact first. Applied way too much of that, but it's okay. I still think it's cute somewhat and it came together. Their Soft Touch Bouncy Glow Highlighter. This is a beautiful color. Beautiful color, beautiful shade. It gives kind of like a natural like highlight vibe. I really like it. So I'm gonna be keeping this. The Bouncy Blush. I think I will be keeping this just because I do need a pink blush. And I do like the color that it gives. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm gonna be keeping this. These two products, the primer and the setting spray, these are still a maybe just because I need to give it a full wear test to see how I actually like it for real. So far, they're doing pretty good. This is technically a fixing spray. However, I like how it kind of also gives that kind of natural type of finish that you normally only get from a setting spray. Normally, fixing sprays kind of like hold things in place and setting sprays are more for kind of like melding everything together. I really like how this kind of made everything meld together. I will come back and let you know once I'm done how these two kind of like hold up. The eye pencil, I don't necessarily need. I wasn't too impressed by this. I don't know. I wasn't really impressed by it. So this, if you need an eye pencil, I'm sure that this works well. But like for me, it's not really all that impressive. It's an eye pencil. Cloud gel pen, I really like this. This was like a creamy like type of consistency. I think I'm going to keep this. This is cute. This is a vibe. Y'all, just wanted to give a quick update. We're currently on hour 5 of having this makeup on and everything looks really good. Like I'm genuinely shocked at how good everything looks. I do think that the powder might take a bit of a learning curve because it is like stark white. So just like making sure not to go too overboard with it, but you might not even need all that much powder anyway because like I barely applied any like to my forehead and to my chin, but like those areas still 5 hours later look really good. I feel like I've been touching my face and like nothing is coming off. Nothing is coming off, like literally like barely anything is like guys, like, I think Essence is good. I'm like, so far from my review, I'm giving this like a 9. A 9 out of 10. I'm hesitant to give it a full 10 out of 10 just because there were some things that I didn't necessarily like about some products, or not that I didn't like, but that I wasn't like, you know, super impressed by some of the items that I used in this video. But like the you know, the powerhouse stuff like foundation, setting spray, primer, their eyeliner pen was really good to me. I like how that glided on. I like how like the felt tip, it was like sharp enough to where you could get that right angle, but it wasn't too like unmovable to where you couldn't work with it. So I liked that. This powder, it's scary working with it, but like it works. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give Essence a 9. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you want to see next. Bye.